I just bought the silencer. See if I can figure out how to get rid of that annoying orange tip. I've searched high and low, and I can't find a video on how to do this. So I might as well be the first, because I finally figured it out after, like, a few hours of trying. So, here we go. This is how to remove the orange tip on your VFC Avalon. So, you're the proud owner of a VFC Avalon Mod VR16 CQB variant, and you have one of these things on the end of your gun. Now, VFC, I'm gonna be straight with you. I don't know what you were thinking when you decided this was a good idea. First off, you can't remove the rails from the upper receiver because this thing completely prevents you from doing so. Second, it's so massive and so bright, anyone can see it from like 10,000 miles away. And I don't like that. You guys probably don't like that. Nobody likes it. And let's be real, the orange tip's kind of weird. So, I tried 3 different methods of removing this. Out of these 3, only one of them worked. Now, if you do a rudimentary search for orange tip removal on an airsoft gun, you'll find that the most common method by far is to stick it in boiling water for a few minutes. The heat loosens up the glue, and you don't have any fire or anything that can damage your gun, and it's all around seemed like a pretty good method. However, with the VFC Avalon, it doesn't really work because the tip is so big and bulky, the heat can't distribute enough throughout the tip. I'm sure if you held it in boiling water for long enough, it would eventually work, but it'll take far too long for you to get that heat to disperse throughout the entire tip. Plus, the gun is metal, so all that heat redistributes down the front of the rail really quickly, and it just overall doesn't work. Now, the second method I attempted was to use a heat gun. It's like a hairdryer, but just better. Not for doing hair, because you'll burn your hair. It produces a lot of heat, and it concentrates it out of the tip of it like a hairdryer does, but it's just more powerful. And I thought this would work better than the boiling water because it's a lot hotter. You can like melt PVC and stuff with this, and I thought it would work because the heat is a lot more powerful and a lot more kind of concentrated. But once again, I was met with failure. Now, I eventually had to figure this out because, you know, I wasn't about to drop $30 on a suppressor and find out that I can't put it on my gun. So what method does work? Now, this is the third thing I tried, and it was kind of a last-ditch effort, but it worked miracles. It worked way better than any of the previous methods, and it's a little bit more extreme. I used a propane torch. Yeah, that's right, a propane torch. You hold it about a few inches from the edge of the tip, and just blast it away for about 15 seconds, and you use a wrench to just rotate it right off. They worked really well, surprisingly well. Like after just a few seconds of just holding it there, the glue was already loosening, and I was able to remove the orange tip. And once you got the orange tip, like there were a lot more threads than I thought there would be on this thing, but once you did remove the orange tip, it was fairly easy to just put it back on and take it off again however you wanted to. Except there was just some glue residue left inside the threads. So all you're going to want to do after you use your propane torch on it is to just take your knife, run it through the threads, and then clean it all up, which makes screwing on attachments a lot easier. It just makes it less likely that you'll damage anything. I hope you guys enjoyed the video.
This was definitely a learning experience for me, as I've never done this kind of thing before, and I just wanted to see what worked and to see what I saw online, if it actually worked for the VFC because of its new interesting tip design. And it was definitely very interesting. If you guys found this informational and you tried it, go ahead and comment down below what your experience with it was. And if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe if you want, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Cezius Airsoft, signing out.